Does anybody have a question? Hmm? Manav, any questions?
No, sir, no questions.
How is the status of the class? How much are you understanding?
Sir, I am understanding almost everything.
Okay, good. Ayush,
Yes, sir.
any questions?
No, sir.
Percentage?
Almost 80%, sir. I am understanding.
Okay, good. Sanjana,
यस सर।
percentage?
सर मतलब समझ तो मुझे 90-95% के अराउंड आ रहा है।
Hmm.
प्रॉब्लम ये कि मतलब रिटेंशन में जैसे मतलब समझ तो सब कुछ आ रहा है, पर ये कि कंटिन्यूअस रिवीजन की इसको जरूरत है, मतलब रोज हल्का हल्का रिवाइज करने की जरूरत है मुझे, तभी मतलब
Yeah,
रिटेन हो पा।
this is probably the most difficult in one sense course that you will study throughout your BTech. So that is not really unexpected what you are describing. I think all of us went through this phase. Though even those who are specializing in semiconductors now, they went through this phase that it was because it is a little unusual from what we have been studying till now. But most of the courses in electronics must have been not even electronics. I think has a little more mathematics focus, but in this course we have physics and not only the physics that you are very used to. So I can understand that. But hopefully you're understanding what is happening in the class, and maybe if you uh, pursue this path, then this course might have been helpful. Okay. Good. Thank you very much. Uh, Again, I want to appreciate all of you for asking such good questions in the class this semester. It has been, I have never had such good questions. The questions have always been good, but not in so much depth. So it has been a surprise to me that you guys are able to focus so much through this remote medium. In any case, so let us move forward. So today is I'm waiting for this board to dry. Let me turn on the fan so that it dries a little faster. So today is our 33rd or 34th. I don't remember. Maybe 34 or 33. I don't remember. 34, let us say. Okay. So today we will uh, oh, study non-ideal effects in MOSFETs. Okay. So till whatever we studied till the last class was assuming that our so in the previous classes the assumption was that you have a long channel length. Okay, and you have a wide channel width, and we also assumed that our uh, there was no polysilicon depletion. Okay. What else? So the most commonly occurring non-ideal effect. Non-ideal effect is something means the class of those effects is called as the short channel effects. Okay, this is the most prominent of all of them. Okay, so what is short channel effects? The effects in MOSFET that result from the channel being short. And what is a short channel? What is a short channel? Where the channel length becomes comparable to uh, other physical parameters that may play an important role in the characteristics of a device. So let us look at one of the short channel effects that we have already studied, which was channel length modulation. Okay, this channel length modulation also occurs in long channel devices, which as we have already seen previously, it also happens in long channel devices, but it becomes very prominent in short channel devices. Why would that happen? So if you look at our previous cross section of a MOSFET, okay, so if this is your channel and this is the region where the thickness of the channel, the inversion region is negligible because of the voltage that you have applied on the drain, okay, as we have previously discussed, and this is your total length L. Okay, so if we were to write the current, okay, IDS new, okay, what will be IDS new be compared if we were to apply the same equations that we previously had? क्या होना चाहिए? It will be mu n Cox prime W by L into since we already know that this is in saturation, this situation will only occur in saturation, so we'll write the current equation for saturation. So VGS minus VT whole squared. Okay, what will be L here? L क्या होगा यहाँ पर? Anybody? So previously whatever was happening due to VGS minus VT, the previous situation before our VDS becomes so high, let me write the previous situation. The previous situation was something like this. Okay, the orange color. Okay, VGS minus VT was a means what? This particular VDS VGS minus VT was causing the current in this length. Okay, now VGS minus VT is causing current in which length effectively for all intents and purposes? Anybody? L minus L prime. Good. So your current, the new current in saturation is going to become L minus L prime. Now if L prime were much smaller than L, if L prime were much smaller than L, then it would not really make lot of a difference, okay, compared to the ideal scenario. So IDS old would be mu n Cox prime W by L or VGS minus VT whole square. Okay, instead of new and old, let me write no or with CLM, and this is IDS with no CLM. What is CLM? Channel length modulation. ठीक है? So IDS, so based on these two equations, we can say IDS CLM is equal to L over L minus L prime I ds no CLM. ठीक है? So even if your channel length is large, okay, if your L prime becomes comparable, obviously you will see a difference in the currents, okay, with taking channel length modulation into consideration or without that, okay, obviously there will be a difference. But if L were small, then what would happen? क्या होगा? if you had a short channel, then what would happen in that case? The effect of this L prime will be much larger. Is that all right? So this channel length modulation is much more prominent in obviously short channel devices. Okay, we can see it more prominently because your L is smaller. Okay, so but this is one of the one way of describing this. This is one of the few short channel effects that is also present in long channels. See, please understand that this if L prime becomes comparable, not comparable, significant in comparison to L, then we will see this effect also in long channel devices. So this is the channel length modulation is not limited to short channel devices, but it is much more prominent in short channel devices because of this ratio. Okay, if your L is small, obviously L over L minus L prime is going to have a bigger change depending on the value of L prime. Okay, so that is the first non-ideal effect. If anybody has a question here, I'll answer that. Otherwise, we'll move on to the next one. Anyone? So the way you see, obviously L prime, the relation between L prime is not known. L prime and whatever voltage we are applying VDS is not really known to you. Okay, you have to do mathematical modeling to find out the value of L prime. I just wrote down L prime. Again, writing on the diagrams and even doing calculations is much easier. But to actually figure out the exact value is quite hard. So we again resort to models. What is one of those models is that IDS. So this, let me erase this. IDS CLM IDS CLM is equal to IDS no CLM into 1 plus lambda VDS. Okay. Where lambda is the coefficient of channel length modulation. Okay. But we only apply this in saturation. Please understand that this particular extra term only comes in saturation region because CLM does not appear in non-saturation region. Okay. Anybody? No. So let us move on to the next non-ideal effect. Again, it is a short channel effect, okay, which is charge sharing. So if you look at the cross section of your MOSFET again, N plus P. Okay. Even before we apply any voltage, okay, even before we apply any gate or body or any voltages, what do we have over here? What do we have between these two regions? What is this? ये क्या है? Anyone? Harshit, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, what do you think? What do we have here? Any device that we have already studied? Other than MOSFET, obviously.
Diode, sir.
Yeah. So if we have a PN, so this is a PN diode. In a PN diode, what do we have in equilibrium when you have not applied any external voltages?
Depletion layer.
Yes. So we'll have a depletion region between N plus and P region. Okay. So this is going to give us a depletion region like this. Okay. Obviously on the N plus side, the depletion region thickness will be much smaller compared to the thickness on the P side. Okay, because of the concentration difference. Similarly, we'll have a depletion region on the drain side. Okay. So whenever we are applying a gate voltage, what is the first thing that gate voltage does? If you apply a gate body voltage, what is the first thing that gate body voltage does? क्या करती है वो? Obviously, I am applying a positive gate body voltage with respect to flat band. सुनीत, गायब हो गए नाम लेते ही तुम. Suneet, are you there? Harshit, why don't you answer? Thank you for the previous answer, by the way. It was very good. Harshit.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Did you understand the question?
No, sir. No, sir. Can you
So
please repeat, sir?
when you apply a positive gate body voltage with respect to the flat band condition, what is the first thing that voltage does? Obviously, at the end we reach inversion, but before that, what happens?
I don't know, sir.
Depletion. Again, the answer is the same. It first causes
Yes,
depletion
sir.
in this region, no? Okay.
Yes,
So
sir.
now if you think about it, that particular gate body voltage has. So now let us say if we wanted this much depletion, okay, a gate body voltage created this amount of depletion. Now what does that gate body voltage have to do? Does it have to do more work or less work to create the same depletion region? What do you think?
More work, sir.
Are you sure?
Yes, sir. Because
Why?
there are already depletion regions in the
Yeah,
sidewalls.
of what kind? What kind of depletion region do we have here? Negative charges?
Yes, sir.
ठीक है. If we already have some negative charges, so do you think we will require, and we want to create more negative charges, so do you think we will require less work or more work?
Less work, sir.
Less work.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So because of this charge sharing, what happens to your threshold voltage? Threshold voltage का क्या होगा? क्या होगा? Again, Harshit, help me. You are not muted. You are not unmuted. Please unmute yourself. Yeah.
Decreases, sir.
Huh?
Decreases.
Yes. So threshold voltage decreases as a result of charge sharing. So this charge is getting shared by the depletion region charge here is getting shared by the depletion region charge of your channel. Okay, since both of them are overlapping with each other, the gate body voltage that you are applying has to do less work, so your threshold voltage decreases. Okay, very good. So, but in case of long channel devices, this is very small compared to this region, so it does not really make much of a difference. But in short channel devices, these two become comparable, or this depletion region becomes significant compared to this. So that is why in short channel devices, we'll see for a corresponding situation, you'll see a threshold voltage smaller than what we would see in a long channel device. Okay, because of this charge sharing playing a significant role. Okay, again, I'll not go into numerical. I can write hundreds of formulas. I don't want you to guys to go into so much of formulas, but think about how it is, what is physically happening. Okay, maybe I'll give you a few problems in your tutorial which deal with these things, formulas of these things, but it's not really that important. The most important thing is to understand what is going on, and formulas are again all approximations anyway. So, and most of the times we do not even know what the parameters are. So, but the physical significance, you should understand how the physical phenomena that is causing the threshold voltage to go down. So that is charge sharing. Again, primarily a short channel effect. Okay. So if anybody has a question here, I'll answer that. Otherwise, we'll move on to the third non-ideal MOSFET effect. Anyone?
सर ये वाला तो VGB इक्वल टू VT वाले में आपने बताया कि VGB घट जाएगी तो VT भी घट रही है.
VGB क्यों मतलब हाँ मतलब you have to apply a smaller VGB to get the same amount of inversion. Yeah, so obviously VGB घट जाएगी. VT की वैल्यू VT की डेफिनेशन क्या थी? VT की डेफिनेशन क्या थी? The VGB that you have to apply to get the surface potential to 5 FP. Was that or
Yes,
not?
यस सर.
So इसमें क्या तो वो कम हो गया तो obviously VT भी कम हो जाएगा ना. सेम ही बात है.
बाकी केसेस में
किस केस में?
सर मतलब जो VGB इक्वल टू VT नहीं है.
अरे आप बताइए क्या होना चाहिए?
तब भी मतलब सेम ही होना चाहिए. VT तो एक फेनोमेना है तो
मतलब वो बात तो सेम ही रहेगी ना. करंट तो उतना बढ़ जाएगा ना फॉर अ गिवन वोल्टेज, क्योंकि आपका ऑलरेडी मतलब वॉट एवर वोल्टेज यू आर अप्लाइंग इज ऑलरेडी मीन्स इट ऑल. So you are applying that voltage to create some amount of depletion over here, but some region is already depleted. So it does not really matter how much voltage you apply. Obviously that is going to contribute to the overall effect in the channel, no? So that is why we say that the VT decreases. If VT decreases, then obviously everything it is going to affect all the voltages. Do you understand what I am saying or no? Who is it? Sanjana? सुनाई नहीं दे रहा भाई. शांति हो गई एकदम. Is anybody else able to hear me? Nope.
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Okay. Maybe Sanjana got disconnected. Anyway. Anybody else has a question here?
यस सर. आ गया समझ. वो मेरा नेट चला गया था.
Okay, that's fine. So we have covered the two most primary short channel effects. Now we'll talk about narrow channel effect. The elusive third dimension that we rarely talk about, the W. ठीक है, हम W की बात हमने खाली अचानक से एक W आ गया था हमारी इक्वेशंस में, but we really did not talk about it. So this is the place where we'll talk about what is happening in the third dimension. So the plot looks so in reality the device is obviously a three-dimensional device, and this is the width of the device. Okay. So now I am trying to look at this particular device from this side. Okay, I am looking at the device from this side, from the right hand side. Okay, if I look at the device from the right hand side, how does it appear? Okay, you have a metal, okay, and oxide and your semiconductor. Okay, this is your channel region. Okay, and this is W here. Okay, I am looking at it from the right hand side. Please understand that this is not the same plot as we have drawn till now. Okay, so this is your semiconductor. In your device you have positive charges over here once you are in inversion, okay, and negative charges okay. Have you heard of the term fringe capacitance? You might have studied that a little bit in your 12th class. Fringe capacitance. So whenever you have a capacitor, okay, obviously in this world nothing is ideal. Okay, we usually draw that the field lines are going from positive to negative directly. Okay, and every field line starts from a positive charge and it goes straight into your on the negative side, but in reality this does not happen. Okay, you will have some field lines that leave your oxide and they pass through the outside region. Okay, you'll have some field lines like that. Okay, what are those field lines going to do to your capacitance or the control of the gate on the body? What are they going to do? If we were to consider these field lines, what are they going to do to your oxide capacitance? उसकी वैल्यू क्या हो जाएगी? Anybody?
सर कम हो जाएगी.
Yeah, because the control of this is becoming less because these field lines are going through a longer path. So the capacitance, the overall capacitance is going to become smaller. If the control becomes smaller, becomes less, then what happens to the inversion region over here or the depletion over here? What do you think is going to happen? क्या होगा?
So वो भी कम हो जाएगा depletion.
Control will become smaller. Okay, control will become smaller, depletion region becomes smaller. Okay, that means you'll require a higher voltage to reach the same amount of depletion. Okay, so that is why what does this narrow channel effect do? So this does not really play a significant role if your W is large. Okay, this is insignificant compared to whatever is happening inside. But if W becomes small, then you'll these things start playing an important role. Okay, so this is again primarily seen in not in short channel devices but narrow channel devices, which are effectively means you can say both of them usually go simultaneously together. Okay, if you make the channel short, then obviously your equation is W by L, so most likely you are going to make W also smaller. So usually these two go together. Okay, so what is going to happen to your VT? If you require a higher voltage to reach the same amount of inversion, what will happen to VT, threshold voltage?
So it will increase.
It will increase. Okay, so narrow channel effects, when you make your channel narrow, that causes an increase in the threshold voltage. Okay, any questions here?
सर अगर नैरो चैनल और शॉर्ट चैनल साथ में हो तब
तो दोनों का वो होगा, दोनों को हमें उनका न्यूमेरिकल एनालिसिस करनी पड़ेगी because one is causing the threshold voltage to go down, another is causing threshold voltage to go up. Maybe it says the same, okay, but most likely it will not. Okay, so let me draw a qualitative. I think we have a qualitative plot in the book. Okay, so let me draw that. Where is it? Yeah, here it is. So this is VT, L and W. This is again VT. If you reduce your channel length, your threshold voltage reduces, and in this case if you increase your W, if you reduce your W, your threshold voltage increases. Okay, so this is the channel length and this is the channel width. Okay, so it is possible that both of them cancel each other out and you get the same, but usually it is not the case. Okay, one of them would win. Okay,
Excuse me, sir.
yeah.
Sir, why we are studying this fringing only from this W side? Can't it be from the front side from which we are studying it till now?
Let us think about it. No, it is from the front side only, no? यहीं से है ना, ये जो मैंने बनाया.
So then, sir, why we are considering the W parameter?
क्या?
Sir, why we are considering that when the channel width is small, then only fringing will be dominant. It can be dominant before also.
No. See, please understand that. So you have to compare the number of feed lines that are crossing outside and to the number of feed lines that are present throughout. Okay, so there are lots and lots of field lines that are going from here, okay, into your from the top to the bottom. Okay, when you compare the number of field lines to these fringe field lines, what happens if the width is large? The number of field lines that are on the fringes is much smaller as compared to the field lines present over here. Okay, this the what do you say? So क्या बोलेंगे? I just told that term. What was the term? कौन सा capacitance था ये?
Fringe capacitance.
Yeah, fringe capacitance. So the fringe capacitance is much smaller compared to the net capacitance of your device. Okay, please remember capacitance is epsilon A over D. Okay, so if your A is very large, okay, if your A is very large, then the fringe capacitance is not going to play an important role. Do you agree or no?
Sir, suppose we have a square plate capacitor, if we forget once about MOSFET, and if
Okay.
we have a normal parallel plate capacitor, square plate
Yeah.
capacitor, then
Yeah.
the fringing effect will happen on all the four sides of that capacitor, or
Yeah.
just only on two sides.
Okay.
It will happen on all the four sides.
Yeah.
So if in this MOSFET, if I increase the channel
Please
length
understand that.
W,
Yeah, in this case, the reason we do not consider the L part is because here these field lines are not really very important, because they are not going to play a significant role here, because they are, if you look at this, by the way the devices are fabricated, the channel on this side overlaps your gate. Okay, so it is not playing any role in the causing the creation of inversion. Not gate, sorry, the drain. It overlaps the drain, this part. Okay, so this does not play a role in your in the formation of this particular depletion region. Okay, so even if there is a fringe capacitance, it is present at all times. Okay, but it does not play any role in this anyway. So even if you consider it, does not really make a difference. You understand?
no, sir, I am telling that this fringing of lines, we know that the fringing of electric field happens in the capacitor.
Yeah.
So is that fringing happening on the complete of this MOSFET, means on all the four sides of this MOSFET?
It is happening on all the four sides, but these sides do not play a role. This side and that side, because they are overlapping your n plus regions on both sides. Okay, so even if you reduce the channel length, this was not playing a role previously. When the channel length was long, it is not going to play a role now. So even if it is present, even it becomes significant, it does not make a difference. Do you understand?
So, sir, it means that this fringe effect will depend only on the channel length or on the width of the capacitor.
On the channel width, because only this the fringing that is happening in the front and the back is playing a role. On the sides, it is not playing a role.
So, sir, we just now only said that when we will increase the width of the channel, the width of the capacitor, width of this MOSFET, then our fringe effect will reduce. That's only we concluded now.
No, fringe effect will not reduce. The overall capacitance is increasing. Okay, so the fringe effect in comparison will become negligible. Fringe effect will stay the same as long as length stays the same.
Okay, sir, I understood now.
Okay. Okay. Very good question again. Anybody else? Nope. Okay. So let us talk about another non-ideal effect that I mentioned in passing previously, which is polysilicon depletion. So we have said in the last class or the class, yeah, in the last class, that we can replace our semiconductor, metal by a heavily doped semiconductor. Okay, so it reasonably approximates a metal, so we can get away with, but not really. Okay, the shortcomings of using uh, uh, a semiconductor instead of a metal become obvious in certain circumstances. Okay, so let us say that we have a p-type silicon over here. Okay, and our gate is made of n plus poly. Okay, our gate is made of n plus poly. What is poly? Poly is polysilicon, again silicon, and n plus stands for that it is n type doped and heavily doped in comparison to p. Okay, so now if you were to look at this particular situation and you apply such a voltage, what is going to happen? What do you think is going to happen in this case? क्या होगा? Let's say we have applied a small voltage. Okay, this voltage is small right now. What is it going to do?
Sir, the depletion layer will form.
Depletion layer will, because we are applying a negative voltage here, we'll have a depletion region over here. And what about on the top side?
Sir, a depletion region with positive ions will form.
Again, it will have a depletion region over here as well. Okay, this is going to attract negative because this is primarily filled with negative electrons. Okay, so it is going to pull those electrons out of it and we'll be left behind with positive ions. Okay, so in this specific case, we can see the shortcomings of using a poly as compared to metal, because now if you increase the voltage further, what is going to happen? Okay, so if you increase the voltage further, you'll have an increase in the depletion width in the substrate side. What about the poly side? Poly side will again have an increase in the depletion width, obviously because the concentration of ions on the poly side is higher, so the rate of that increase is going to be smaller, but it will still increase. Okay, depletion width is going to slightly increase. Again, we can keep on doing this. Okay, and it's going to create a non-zero thickness ionized region. Okay, in case of metals, the ionized region, the charged region has negligible thickness. But in case of n plus poly, in this particular situation, what happens is that we have a region where the thickness of the charged region is no longer negligible. Okay, it becomes significant. Okay, so now if you make any more changes, any more increase in voltage, what is it going to do? It is going to again cause a increase in the depletion width over here. Okay, and we have previously defined capacitance. Okay, what have we defined capacitance as? The distance. What distance, when we talk about parallel plate capacitor, what is the distance that we take? The distance is the place where the charge change is taking place. So in this case, what is happening? Where is the charge change taking place now? On the metal side. On the metal side, where is the charge change taking place? It is taking place very far away from this oxide metal interface. Okay, whereas previously this charge change was taking place just at the metal oxide interface. So what do you think about the control of this particular region over of this metal over the semiconductor? Is the control becoming higher or lower?
Lower, sir.
Yeah, the control of this is becoming lower. So what is going to happen to your threshold voltage in this particular situation compared to if we had used a metal? What will happen to the threshold voltage here?
Increases.
It will what? Shashank? Sorry, Shivansh. Shivansh, please repeat.
Increase, I guess.
Threshold voltage will increase. Why? Why do you guess? Come on.
Sir, I am not sure, sir.
No, don't worry. Just guess. Since you guess the answer and I tell you the answer is correct. Okay, why don't you guess the reason also? Based on whatever we have studied till now.
Like just like previous case, again our control is decreasing. So same analogy.
So we'll require a higher voltage. We'll have to
Higher
apply a higher
voltage.
voltage here to get the same amount of inversion. Okay, and threshold
Yes.
voltage is defined as the place where the inversion means is equal to the whatever your. So if you want the
Yes.
same amount of inversion, we'll require a higher voltage. So your
Higher
threshold
voltage.
yeah, good. So your threshold voltage is going to increase in this particular case compared to if we had no polysilicon depletion. Okay. Now if we want to get rid of polysilicon depletion in this particular situation, what do we use here? If we want that there should be no polysilicon depletion in this particular circumstance, obviously there will be polysilicon depletion in when we are in the inversion or depletion regions. Okay, we will have polysilicon depletion in this particular case. But if we wish that there were no polysilicon depletion in this particular situation, what is the situation? That we are in inversion. Okay, in inversion, if we wish that there were no polysilicon depletion, how would I ensure that?
Sir, we can use P-type polysilicon.
Very good. So if we were to use P plus polysilicon, what would happen in that case? So if we had P plus polysilicon, now it has lots and lots of holes. So if we apply a positive voltage, it is going to push those holes close to the surface. Okay, and if you require even higher voltage, again more of those holes will come close to the surface. Okay, so there is no limitation on the number of holes that you can have at the surface for all practical purposes. Okay, so if we want that there should be no polysilicon depletion in inversion, then we can use P type polysilicon, the same type as your body is. Okay, but you'll still have polysilicon depletion. In which circumstance will you have polysilicon depletion? In this device also.
If we reverse the polarity.
Yeah, if we reverse the polarity and the device operates in what? In accumulation. Okay, if we are in the accumulation region, then if we obviously apply a negative VGB, then all your negative ions, sorry, positive holes will get attracted to the surface, and on the negative side we'll have, so it will effectively become the opposite of this situation. Okay, so in accumulation, this device will have polysilicon depletion, but most of the times we do not operate in the accumulation region. When we are talking about transistors, we are mostly operating in the inversion or depletion region. So as long as we are ensuring that there is no polysilicon depletion, then that is good enough. Okay, so anybody has a question here? So we have couple more things to do. So that is all we will do for MOSFETs. Okay, in the next 2 classes, I'll cover a little bit of bipolar junction transistors, BJTs. Most of those are very rarely used devices nowadays. Almost they have disappeared, except in some power electronics applications and some specialized applications. Almost they have completely disappeared from this planet. Although they were the first transistors that we made. Not the first transistors were vacuum tubes, to be more precise. But anyway, so we'll cover that, and we have 2 more things. I'll because the last few weeks have been a little more hectic for you guys as you had lab in the last half of the semester, so I did not give you many assignments or tutorials either. So I did not want you to get too burdened by my course, because it is again only a 4 credit course and you have a little more work as compared to other courses. I usually do not give that kind of leniency when we are having a physical class over in IIT, but since you are far away, I have been a little more lenient in the second half of the semester, and honestly the mid-semester break was a really bad thing that happened, because all our enthusiasm both for me, and I can clearly see that for many of you guys has waned quite a lot after the mid-semester break. I don't know why it was why it had to happen this semester, but in any case, what is the thing that I'll have one more handwritten quiz, and one more tutorial. So maybe one assignment. I'm not sure about that. Most likely not. But these two things definitely will have. So what do you think is a good date for having the handwritten quiz? Manav, what do you think? Next week or after that? Or this Sunday? Saturday?
So we can discuss and tell you afterwards because
Okay, please send me an
any
email. Okay, please let me know which is the best date for you guys. Okay, it does not really matter to me because I don't have to proctor it or anything. So you can decide. Even if it is 25th of December or 1st of January, it is fine with me. Okay, you decide and let me know. Okay.
Okay, sir.
But I think means my personal advice to you guys is anyway you'll have a tough time if we have a physical exam in the end of the in the beginning of the next semester, then you'll have a tough time revising this subject again. So I would recommend that you keep it as close to the end of the semester as possible for you guys. Okay, that will make your life easier. You'll have to remember things less. That is my advice to you. Finally, you can decide as you like. Okay.
so would it be good if we have it in January?
I don't think so. January में तो anyway I won't have it in January. Please understand that. The latest day is 1st of January. Semester is all anyway going to begin at the end of January. So not after 1st January. Okay, that is the only that is the only constraint that I am giving you. Okay, because I I want you to review it a little bit before you take a bigger break. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So please decide. My recommendation is 1st of January will be a little more difficult for you guys. It does not matter to me. I can make the question paper today and I can put it on Moodle and then you can do it that day. It does not make a difference to me. But I think it will be better if you do it as soon as the semester is finished, which is the end of this week. Okay. So you decide and let me know.
Sir, what will be the length of the quiz?
Ah,
Same or more? 1 hour or like it was?
I don't know. Maybe it depends, but it will not be less than 1 hour. Maybe less 1 hour or 1.5 hours. Most likely one.
And the syllabus will be same, means syllabus will be full or it will be after mid-sem?
How does it make a difference? Without knowing what you had before the midsem, you're not going to be able to answer any question
Yes,
after
sir, that
midsem.
is
So
there.
it does not really make a difference. I was thinking about it, but it does not. I thought about the exact same question that you had, but it does not make a difference because all of them are related with each other. There are no sort of independent chapters here. This is see MOS the MOS what PN junction built on everything that we had covered before that, and this builds on what we studied in PN junction. So there is no sort of independent chapter
Yes,
here. So it
of course.
does not
If we
make a
are
difference.
studying this, then previous concepts are being used.
Yeah.
And sir, what is the plan on taking exams? Means it will be in this manner only, or
No, till now, what the plan has been announced is that you will have a physical exam next year in the beginning of the next semester. I don't know whether you will have it. I don't think so that it is going to happen. I don't think anybody has the courage to to do it right now. I don't know how long they are going to delay this, but anyway, let us see what is going to
sir,
happen.
and if it does not happen, then full grading will be done on this only.
I have no idea what their plan is.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Anybody else?
So what will be the further assignments which you will be giving us, tutorial or what?
One tutorial I'll give you. Assignment, I'm not sure whether I want to give you or not. Do you want to do an assignment? Maybe I'll
No,
give you an
no,
extra
sir.
credit assignment. Okay, you can score beyond 100. Okay, probably I'll do that. Okay, with the due date as maybe 31st of December, so you'll have enough time if you want to really do it.
नहीं
Okay,
सर मत दो कोई भी असाइनमेंट
अरे एक्स्ट्रा क्रेडिट है तुम्हें करना है करो 100 से ऊपर नंबर आएंगे मुझे
तो 100 आ जाए वही बहुत है सर.
नहीं नहीं 100 से ऊपर लेकर आओ यार ऐसी क्या बात कर रहे हो एनीबडी एल्स
सर कैंपस खुलने की इतनी एम्बिग्यूटी है, फिर हमारा सामान जो वहां पे रखा हुआ है 1 साल से खराब हो गया, तो हम सब प्लान कर रहे थे कि दिसंबर में जाकर मतलब सामान वगैरह कैंपस से वो सही करके लाए। तो सर अभी पता ही नहीं है, कुछ बता ही नहीं रहे हैं कैंपस वाले कि खोलेंगे कि नहीं खोलेंगे, उस हिसाब से प्लान करेंगे ना जाने का।
अगर तुम
तो
मेरे से
मेरे
मेरा स्टेटमेंट 3-4 स्टेटमेंट पहले वाला स्टेटमेंट सुनोगे, मैं ऑलरेडी इसको आंसर कर चुका हूँ वैसे। लेकिन मेरे हाथ में कुछ नहीं है, अगर मेरे हाथ में होता तो मैं मतलब मेरा पर्सनल वो लॉकडाउन से कुछ फ़ायदा होने वाला था नहीं। तो और ऑब्वियसली अब बहुत क्लियर हो गया है, लेकिन पता नहीं किसी की हिम्मत नहीं है, लॉकडाउन बढ़ ही रहा है, पता नहीं, मोस्ट लाइकली मुझे नहीं लगता कि तुम लोग आ पाओगे अगले सेमेस्टर तक, मुझे जितना उससे लग रहा है। क्या कर सकते हैं, मेरी पर्सनल ओपिनियन तो मैंने तुम्हें बता दिया, मैं तुमसे पूरी तरीके से वो करता हूँ, सहमत हूँ। लेकिन अब क्या किया जाए, मेरे हाथ में नहीं है ना, मेरे हाथ में तो मेरा आना जाना भी नहीं है। इफ आई गो आउट देन आई हैव टू कम बैक एंड क्वारंटाइन हियर फॉर 10 days.
Yesterday, directors had told in this orientation of juniors that they should be prepared to come to campus in February.
Yeah, that is what the official plan is. I'm telling you right now, no?
Yes, sir.
That is what the official plan is. For because their semester is going to end by the end of January, I think.
Yes,
So
sir.
right now the plan is that you guys are going to come and give your this semester exams, and then your next semester will begin physically. But I'm
But
99
plans
point I'm 99.9% sure that that is not going to happen.
yes, sir. That's
Okay. But I think you should be. I think even if they tell you one day before, I think many of you will, 99% of you will be happy to come back. So I don't think anybody will be unhappy to come back. But in any case, that is what the plan is. But I don't think that is going to happen. That is my personal opinion, not any official thing. Anybody else? Okay, then I'll see you on Wednesday. Bye bye.